Hello and welcome back to Simply Solo Playthroughs. And we are back again with Hostage Negotiator. This is a weird one. This is Abductor Pack 5. Has its own set of rules. And our hostage is the Circle of Automa. These are our hostages and our abductors. At the end of each terror phase turn, you flip it down and go to the next one. We start with the normal cultist, and there's militant, kind, meek, volatile, defensive, angry, impatient, and arrogant. Everybody has their own sets of rules. You have own sets that are going on, and just a whole bunch of craziness kind of going on. This is and. If you get down to S and you get a minus, nobody gets released. After you rescue someone, you do a firefight. You have to do a regular threat roll. Oh, let's get this back. And you have to have one of your things up to get the person out alive. Otherwise, they did not make it out alive. So I have to do that for every one of the ones where you get somebody out. So this requires a different set of tactics. This looks like this is probably going to be the most important card of the day, along with this. Okay, we have 3 special cards. Make a magical surgical strike for 3 points. Again, you can get one out. Eliminate one abductor of your choice, which is always kind of a good thing. Can I talk to? Switch to the abductor of your choice. And a convenient distraction. An extraction attempts this conversations are resolved without a firefight. That's good. So this is definitely different. This is also my very first time playing this particular scenario through. We have a regular escape demand, and we have a major demand. The infidel must recant. The senator has formally apologized for his disparaging words on the 5 o'clock news. Spin 4 conversations to concede during any conversation. This demand is automatically conceded if angry cultist is extracted or eliminated. If the final pivot event is resolved while this card is in play, +3. So that could make it really, really tough. Our normal cultist. Circle of Automa. The Circle of Automa believes that everything exists in the universal sphere. They also believe it is a universe whose clockwork nature is soiled by the chaos of humanity's insistence on individuality and freedom of choice. As directed by the religious text, the sphere, the cult members wear shapeless robes and refuse names. In circular order, they take turns being the faceless voice of the Automa. Automa? And so-called creator and controller. The FBI discovered the Circle's plans to use mechanics of chemistry to mitigate the evils of human-spawned randomness, and the cult is now under siege. I know I'm not going to make a Branch Davidian joke. I'm not. Okay. Our first person is normal cultist. Starting demands. The infidel must recant. Is played face up. And that gives us 1 escape demand face down. Strive to be the best. But know that you commune with the Automa by striving not to be the best. Supplemental text. Atomosphere Guide to Immortality, List for the Living, 9th Decree. I gotta say, the person who wrote some of this stuff is pretty good. I like some of this stuff. Okay, we are going to start with, what are your demands? Oh, and our negotiator is Box of Delights, special rule. Once per game. You may choose not to draw a red terror card for the end of the terror phase. When this ability is used, move the conversation point marker to -4. So we have 2. We will go on ahead and play these to turn this into a success. We get to see the other escape demand. Spend 2 conversation to concede during any conversation to resolve all extractions this fight without a firefight checks. Penalty for conceding. The abductors escape at the end of this turn. So that's an end of game kind of one. Okay. So we still have a keep cool. We'll take the partial success because we really kind of need it. And I will take, consider this. That's our reroll of 1 die. That's the end of our first turn. Tarot card says, +1 for each unrevealed demand card in play and discard. Oh, yeah, we got those. We only had 1 point. Didn't we? Yeah, we had 1 point and we spent it. And I forgot my conversation marker. Okay, there we go. And discard all. What are your demands cards from your hand? So we've already done this. And then you'd be able to reveal a demand card and to reveal a demand card. So good news is I get no negatives from that. And we move right on. We take our normal cultist. We put him to the bottom. And we have a militant cultist. When she becomes the current abductor, +1. Figures. While current abductor, when you play an extraction card, make an additional firefight check before resolving the card. Explore the world. Expand our domain. Exploit what you find to give us strength. And exterminate the infidels. Supplemental text. Atmosphere, Guide to Immortality. List for the Living. Forex Law. So, on the positive side, we do not have anything that is going to happen. Make a threat roll. Angry cultist. Okay, so we get the one out. We now have to make a firefight check. Oh, crap. This will be interesting. This is the first one we get out. And unfortunately, she passed. We are now at the kind cultist. Play only 1 conversation card face down when converting into a success. That's nice. Know the Automa created the universe with perfect balance, but faith overpowers all. The Spear. Automa the Designer. Notes, paragraph 12. Okay. So we get our cards back. We're not going to worry about the reveal of demands. We are going to play a keep cool card. And we get to keep cool to 3. We will play a second keep cool card. Get that down to 2. Almost a 3. Almost a 1, I mean. AKA 3 dice. Okay, we're going to do small talk. We get a +2. Small talk again. And I will go on ahead and turn the partial into a total success. So that gives us a +2. That's 4 for the conversation points. And we will play lastly, what are your demands? No, we're not. We're going to take our 4 points. We're going to end our turn. We will take hostage escort. So that's going to give us 2, hopefully. And see. Switch the abductor, all extraction. We're going to go with convenient distraction. Yeah. Okay. That ends this. We draw a terror card. Radio. Concede for any conversation. Roll next threat +2. After this conversation is resolved, that's it. Okay. Kind cultist goes to the bottom. We like you, kind cultist. Meek cultist. While current abductor, roll +1 during the threat rolls for extraction cards, including firefights. Nice. Accept the role you are given. Use its strength, and know that only the blind can truly judge and lead you down the path of refinement. The Sphere. Rules of roles and refinement. Rule 7. Okay, Meat Consultant, we're going to do a number on this. So we are going to, first of all, we are going to do a convenient distraction. Yes, we did roll. Okay, we did that. Okay, so we're back to the top of the turn. We get to, for extraction cards and threat rolls. Okay, so this is not a distraction, extraction card. I am going to re-roll. Oh, you're kidding me. -1 to conversation. And we're going to go with hostage escort. Add 1 to the hostage pool. Perfect. That gives us 10. That means we have to get out 6. And we are not doing good here. And that's the end of that turn. We get nothing. We do get our cards back. Hold it. I get an extra. Nope, that was not an extraction roll. Okay. +1. Figures. Meat cultist goes to the bottom, and we have volatile. Double the threat level increases and decreases. Wow. So we're going to start with keep cool. Yes. So we get double, we get 2. 1, 2. That gets us to 1. So the good news is we now roll 3 die. Do I want to roll this one to move it down? I am going to play this one to move it down. And it moves down to S. So the good news is we're okay. So we've got 1 to play with in there. So as long as nothing doubles us up. So we're going to small talk. And we get a +2. Yeah, that was last time. Okay. Small talk again. And that's the end of our conversation. We get 3. We will take hostage escort. These go back. I am not going to draw a a terror card this time. I am going to use his ability. So that's the end of Box of Delights. Ricky relishes in analyzing the evidence after negotiation. He visits the evidence room and asks you, got a box of delights for me today? Eventually, everyone began calling him Mr. Box of Delights. He is constantly striving to learn how he and the rest of the team can improve their performance in the field. He leads training events and go-to negotiator when looking for an honest critique. So we're not going to draw a card this time. That's going to give us a little bit of time. Discard the extraction card of your choice from your hand. Dang nabbit. Master your strength. Prepare and defend if necessary. The sphere. Rule of the turtle. Ah, dang it. Okay. We are going to ask, what are your demands? And we get a +1 to conversation, which is pointless. Okay, I'm done. That was obviously silly. I have a -3, 4. Should not have wasted the card. Oh well. Okay. Concede for any conversation. Oh, medicine. Concede during any conversation to ignore a death. I like that one. So that's not going to count toward the firefight. This gives us Angry Cultist. If we end the conversation, then it's a +1 to the threat level. Experience points to the way of improvement and overcoming those who are in their presumptuous dare to stand in our way. The sphere. Rules and charters. Rules of character development. Rule 5. Dang. Okay. These are not going to get played. We are going to go with small talk. And we're going to go ahead and burn both of the keep cools to get +2. Small talk again. Yes. +3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to take our chances. What are your demands? And we'll take a +2. Awesome. That gets us to 8. Okay. We going ahead and buy. 8 points. Ooh. Oh. Hostage escort belongs there. Okay. 6 points right here. 7. Convenient distraction is 8. Oh, I wish I had one more point. Switch to the adapter of your choice from those remaining. Switch to the adapter of your choice from those remaining +1. Okay, we're going to go can I talk to? Because I want one of those. And we're going to do a convenient distraction. Now +2. 1, 2. Then the next phase, -1. We switch to the next impatient. While current Abductor, after resolving each face-up conversation card, make a threat roll +1 if you fail end of conversation. The Automa keeps the clockwork of the universal spear, moving through actions, not through words and deliberation. Supplemental text. Atmosphere, guide to immortality. List for the living. 4th decree. Okay, and I don't have any way to get that back down. Okay, we're going to bag everything into next turn. So, conversation by. We have a bunch of cards to play. Goes down to 1. Roll a die. Compare the results to the current threat level. Lower than the... Oh, jeez. I hate this card. So we lose a hostage. Higher than the current threat level. Yeah. That's weird because that almost punishes you the wrong way. Okay. So we are at 1. Okay. Impatient cultist goes goodbye. Oop. Okay. You may pay 2 once during the conversation phase for -1. If you do not do this, then the arrogant cultist is the current abductor to the end of the conversation phase +1. And, okay, because he's not going to be the current one. Okay, do not make kings of others, only yourself. The Spear, Rules of Interaction, Rule 13, Case 3. Okay, so our first one is switch the abductor of your choice. Can I talk to? There's 1, 2. So we get a +1, and we get to switch to cultist of our choice. So you have to take the cultist. Okay, do I want it kind or meek? Okay, we are going to roll an extra die here. Because... and it's going to get kind of weird. So first of all, we roll 4 die. And we're going to start with hostage escort. We're just going to go... No. Roll an extra for the firefight. Do I want to do that or convenient distraction? All extraction attempts are resolved without a firefight check. So we're going to play a convenient action first because we're going to try and get out of this without firefight. And we only get 3 die for this. 1, 2. Okay, so just the next one gets out of this without a firefight check. Okay. Extraction. Hostage escort. Now comes the question. And I'm going to play this rule as best as I think that I can. So first of all, we're going to have 4 for the extraction. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 1 partial. Shoot. What are your demands? Yeah, what are your demands? We get 1 out. And we get a +1. So now we have a keep cool. Because we're going to try and get it back down to S. We roll 3 die. Oh, we still have 1 more extraction to do. Hold on. Nope. We just did the 1 extraction. So we're going to roll 2 die. We have -1 to conversation. This was looking so good. Okay, we're going to try this again. Add a hostage to the pool. I'm not going to get out of this, am I? And end of conversation. I don't have anything that I can buy. Okay. And that's the end of our volatile. Defensive. Discard an extraction card of your choice from your hand. I don't have any. There is no effect. Okay. Oh, we're at 2. So we're going to try to keep cool. And we're down to getting 3 again. We're going to go on ahead and small talk. +1, end of turn. Bye. You go that way. Roll a terror card. Not good. Angry. In a conversation, +1. Okay, we're not going to play this. We're going to go right to small talk. One partial success. And 1 success. So that's 2 that we get. What are your demands? We're going to go for more conversation points. I don't know which was which. I'm just going to have to go with this one, I think. So we get a +1. And we'll do one more. What are your demands? Because let's try. +1. So we got a 4. Hostage escort. And we're going to re-roll a die. That's the end of our turn. We also get to buy the 0 cost card that's left. Tarot card. Choose one option. Who's our next guy? Okay, we're going to take the +2. It's the only thing that makes sense. We're going to start with keep cool. And we have impatient consultant. So we get to make a threat roll with an extra 1. And we have 1 plus a, so we're back to 1. No conversation points. And we are going to, so we gotta have an extra 1. I'm going to re-roll one of my dice. Because I really want. I'm going to re-roll one more. Shoot. +1. But I get one person out, who is him. You may pay 2 during conversation point. Or -1. Okay, so here we go. And I get the 2, which means I'm going to pay the 2 points to get a -1. So I don't get the negatives. So that was good one with the small talk. These dice are not rolling well today. +1. Okay. Arrogant consultant is gone. Normal. He doesn't have any real demands. He's just kind of there. So we're going to play Keep Cool right off the bat. -1 to conversation. Small talk. +2. What are your demands? +1. And what are your demands? I am not going to win this one. +1. I will buy a hostage and a reroll. Yeah, that's it. Oh, good. We get the kind one. So on the positive side, that might be good. I also get these 2. Last event. For the rest of the game, no more hostages. Maybe see. That's fine. We're good. Doesn't really apply here. Okay. So the positive thing is, first of all, I can buy these cards. I'm just going to flat out buy these cards. I'm not going to hold out. I am going to start with Keep Cool. -1. That's all I care about. Okay. We're going to go with Small Talk. One conversation card face down. We got a partial success for 2 points. We'll go with Small Talk again. And that's game. In the conversation, the kind consultant cultist kicked us out. This is the toughest one so far. I mean, I thought counter argument was pretty tough. This is definitely tough. Well, please like and subscribe, or see our next video. Thank you for coming by, and I hope you have a great day.
Like and subscribe, please.